Stand by.
Okay, Slater, after this one, let's go to this one. All cameras ready to roll. And roll cameras.
Roll cameras. And action.
Many of the great films spring from the ideas of one man or a small group of dedicated filmmakers who, through no fault of their own, are under-equipped, underfunded, or simply lack the power to make a significant change when placed in opposition to the Hollywood system, the so-called way it's done. These people occasionally achieve their goals through sheer determination and a sincere belief that what they are doing is right. It's not easy.
All right. Hey!
Such is the story of the film A Minor Miracle. Not just the film itself, but the people behind it attempting to bring this film to the movie-going public.
I don't believe it.
In fact, the producers, Tom and Megan Moyer, chose an entirely unique way to stage the world premiere of A Minor Miracle. This is London, England, a place where trucks are called lorries, policemen are known as bobbies, and A Minor Miracle is titled Young Giants. The date is October 16th, 1983. The theater is the Cannon Classic Cinema in London's West End. The occasion is not just a film premiere, but also a fundraiser for the boys' clubs of London. Before a few months pass, A Minor Miracle will be the mainstay of several charitable functions. This first event is a major one for the young soccer fans of London, who have come to see the man whose name has become synonymous with the sport of soccer, the legendary Pelé. Not only is he a drawing card in his status as an international celebrity, but he is also one of the stars of the film. He arrives in London early to meet with the news media and several fans who have braved the wet weather and damp ground of an East End stadium to meet their hero. Once he arrives at the cinema, he is besieged by eager autograph hunters, clicking cameras, and well-wishers of all sorts. Inside, the 600-seat theater is filled to capacity with a mixture of children and local dignitaries all out in rousing support of the boys' clubs of London. And as Pelé is introduced to the audience, they go wild as the legend appears in the flesh. It's a time for nostalgia as he recounts his personal triumph in the 1970 World Cup, where he and his Brazilian teammates won the final over England by a score of 1-0.
And I played my first game against Wales, and then I scored this goal. And then Brazil qualified for the final. That was, I think, the thing more important in my life, because from there I got confidence, I get the position in the team. Then I played 22 years, the results.
It's also a time for meeting old adversaries off the playing field, as Gordon Banks, goalie of the 1970 England World Cup team, takes the stage. Banks is best remembered for a spectacular save of a Pelé header that would have made the score Brazil 2, England 0 had it gone in. It is a save Pelé remembers well.
Of course, when I had the ball, I thought it was a goal. Then I jumped.
You actually shouted goal.
Goal, then I said go, and then I spoke.
Some of the audience members receive mementos they will treasure all their lives. The rest are more than happy to be able to treasure the moment. Finally, the preliminaries over, the film begins. The result? A success, as attested by the chairman of the London Federation of Boys Clubs, Sandy Mackenzie.
It's the most marvellous possible way of launching Subway to have a film with such an outstanding message.
Later that week, the film opens to general audiences at the Haymarket Classic Cinema, where it receives mixed reviews from the London press. The next stop for A Minor Miracle is the UA Cinema on Broadway, New York City. Once again, Pelé is on hand to view the proceedings with Brazilian television keeping watch on him and his group of maverick filmmakers, who are staging their second benefit premiere, this time for UNICEF. The film is still without a distributor. By the turnout that November evening, no one could have guessed that A Minor Miracle was an orphan film. The result this time? The orphan film brings a considerable amount of money for the orphans of the world. In fact, the UNICEF fundraiser is so successful, the maverick cast and crew of filmmakers celebrate at Xenon, a popular New York night spot. There, they enjoy the music of Chubby Checker, and even Pele gets into the act, doing the twist with Chubby, the man who invented it. By the way, Chubby did this performance free for his friends in the cast and crew of A Minor Miracle. After giving their regards to Broadway, Tom and Megan Moyer bring A Minor Miracle to the Arlington Theater in Santa Barbara. The Arlington has a unique place in cinema history as the first theater to show Gone with the Wind, hardly an orphan film. This West Coast premiere showing is yet another benefit, this time for the Seton School for the Handicapped. This November 17th evening brings out not only the people of Santa Barbara, but most of the cast and crew, most notably director Terrell Tannen and Peter Fox. After getting their tickets, they are greeted by friends and supporters of Seton School, who are already enjoying the catered refreshments and the atmosphere of the Arlington Theater. The audience settles in and is greeted by the director of the school, Jim Stretchbury.
Megan and Tom come to us here in Santa Barbara from Washington with the executive producer, Patrick Mann, who decided to spend the evening with my daughter this evening. Megan and Tom?
You know, it's interesting to us that this Christmas, Hollywood has made 15 major motion pictures for us to enjoy, and all of them are rated R, and none of them are suitable for anyone under 17 years of age. So we're quite proud of the tack that we've taken on our picture, A Minor Miracle. The person that
Once again, A Minor Miracle racks up another major fundraising success, and A Minor Miracle is still without a distributor. In other words, A Minor Miracle is all dressed up with no place to go. Then, out of the blue comes an invitation from the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C. to premiere A Minor Miracle to benefit the Special Olympics. This showing is scheduled for March of 1984.